She abandoned her baby. I stepped in. For 10 years, I was her dad. And then one day she came back, like nothing ever happened, with a smile and a court order. The baby on the doorstep. My sister Megan was 19 when she had her daughter Lily. She was addicted to pills, in and out of rehabs, living in her car. One night, she showed up at my door holding a 6-month-old baby, shaking, crying, desperate. Please, just take her for a while. She begged. I was 28, single, no kids, living in a 1-bedroom apartment. But when I looked at that little girl's face, I said yes. I thought it would be for a few weeks, maybe a month. That month became 10 years. I raised Lily like she was mine. Woke up for 3 a.m. feedings. Took her to preschool. Helped her with homework. I sang her to sleep. I held her when she was sick. I clapped when she took her first steps. She called me Daddy by the time she was 3. Megan would call sometimes, or send a birthday card. But she wasn't there, not for the tears, not for the tantrums, not for the milestones. I was. For Lily, I was Dad, and I never corrected her, because in my heart, she was my daughter. When Lily turned 10, everything changed. There was a knock on my door. It was Megan. But she looked different. Healthy, clean, sober. She was married now, had a house, a new life, and she was holding a court order. I want my daughter back, she said. I laughed at first. I thought it was a bad joke. But it wasn't. She had gone through the courts, had proof of rehab, a stable job, a husband, a clean record, and somehow that was enough. I fought it. I got a lawyer. I cried in court. I showed pictures, school records, doctor visits, 10 years of being her parent. The judge listened, but at the end of the day, Megan was Lily's biological mother. And unless I had legally adopted Lily, which I hadn't, because Megan never gave up her rights, I had no legal claim. I held Lily's hand outside the courtroom. She didn't understand. Why do I have to go, Daddy? She asked. I couldn't answer, because in the eyes of the law, I was nothing. The night before she left, I packed her things. Her favorite stuffed bear, the blanket I got her on her 5th birthday, her drawings. She sat on my lap and cried. I did too. Will I still see you? She whispered. Always, I said, no matter what. She clung to me so tight, I thought my heart would break open. And the next day, she was gone, just like that. The house was too quiet, her room too neat. I kept her drawings up. Her toys stayed on the shelf. I couldn't move them. Days felt like weeks. I'd wait by the phone. I'd text Megan. No replies. She sent one picture a month later, then nothing. Lily vanished from my life like a dream I was never supposed to have. A year later, on a cold Saturday morning, I heard a knock again. It was Lily. She stood there with a backpack, Megan behind her. Lily ran into my arms. Megan looked tired. Different. She hasn't stopped crying for weeks, she said. She calls you every night in her sleep. I made a mistake. She was trembling. If you still want her, she's yours. I broke down. Lily looked up at me and said, Daddy, can I come home now? That night, I tucked her in. Same blanket, same lullaby. She fell asleep in minutes, like she never left. Megan left too. She said she needed more time, more help. I didn't judge her, but I knew one thing. Blood doesn't always make you a parent. Love does. You don't need to be their parent by blood. You just need to be the one who stayed.